episode of God Questions. I'm Matt McClary. God Questions is a video series that's aimed at you, answering your questions that you might have about God, Jesus, the Bible, or spirituality in general. Okay, because it's for you, we need you to get involved. Why don't you email in your God questions to our email address, god-questions@kingswisbech.org.uk, or you can leave us a message on our Facebook page, Kings Wisbech, or Messy Wisbech, and we will make a video in response to your question, and we'll post that on our Facebook pages, on our YouTube channel, and of course on our website, which is kingswisbech.org.uk. Okay, let's move on to today's God question. And the question is, should I start reading my Bible from the beginning? Now that's a very good question. The Bible is split into two main parts: the Old Testament, which is the history of the Jewish nation up until Jesus, and the New Testament, which is the life of Jesus and the birth of the early Christian church. The first thing you need to do is to choose an easy to understand translation of the Bible. Now, I have given quite a detailed explanation about different translations of the Bible, so please do watch that other video, Why Do You Get So Many Different Types of Bible, to help you know which translation will be good for you. If you are a new Christian, or you've never read the Bible before, I would suggest that you don't start at the beginning, okay? I would certainly start somewhere in the New Testament, which is kind of near the end of the Bible, all right? Now, this isn't to dismiss the Old Testament, all the stuff at the start of the Bible. It's important, and it's good to know that stuff, but it can be confusing. So it's not a good place to begin. Once you've been reading the Bible for a while, then yes, start looking at the Old Testament. It is important, but it's not the best place to begin. Okay, so if you want to know more about Jesus and his life, you need to read one of the Gospels, and I suggest the best Gospel to start with is the book of Mark. Each Gospel is named after the disciple who wrote the book, so the book of Mark was written by Mark. And that's a great one to start with, to getting to know who Jesus is. Okay, if you want to know more about salvation, read the book of Romans. If you want to know more about how to live as a Christian, read, there's some letters that are also books of the Bible called epistles. Epistles just a fancy name for letter, okay? So read 1 or 2 Timothy, which is right near the back of the Bible, or Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, or Colossians. Those are good ways of starting to get to know how to live life as a Christian. Another good thing to do to help get you into reading the Bible is using some Bible reading notes. They might also be helpful to you and might help to make sense of some of the stuff that you're reading with relatable everyday examples and that kind of thing. Okay, and they try and apply the Bible to everyday life. So these are really good Bible reading notes that I've come across before. One of them is called Our Daily Bread. There's another one called Every Day with Jesus. There's another one called Lucas on Life, or Life with Lucas, something like that, or Life Every Day. Okay, those are some great ones for adults to start getting into. For kids aged between 7 and 11, there's something called TOPS, T-O-P with a Z. That's a great Bible reading note for that age group. You've also got stuff aimed at teenagers between 11 and 14 years old. YPs, just the letter Y, the letter P, and then an S, YPs. I think it's for young persons or something like that. That's Bible reading notes for that age group. If you're into computers, you could also download Bible reading apps. The Bible, made by YouVersion, also has a kids version as well as an adult version, and on there are loads of different devotional studies helping you to engage with and understand and read the Bible as well. So if you're into computers or you have a tablet, do check out the Bible app. And there are many, many, many options. So explore what there is. Find out what works for you and then do that. Okay? Thank you for watching, and I do hope to see you again for the next installment of God Questions.